like a spring filly. Why, I could just kick up my heels. Oh, you'll have to forgive me. They just make me so happy. The ISTEP, sometimes I get out of control. But let's get on with today's tipperoos, dearies. If you recall, last Friday we talked about how to write an excellent introduction. And today's tipperoos are about writing the middle of your story and a good conclusion. Now, the middle part of the story is where you get to add all the details that tell how and why about the story. You must tell the events in sequence. That means in the order that they happened. And here's the best part, dearies. This is where you get to embellish your story by making excellent word choices. Now, I want to talk to you particularly today about using the words good and bad, or rather I should say not using them. That is not an excellent word choice. Why, those are the most overused words. I get so tired of reading it I could... Oh, I about fell off to sleep and took a little snooze. So let's think about some other words that could describe an event, such as exhilarating or exciting, the best ever, superior. It was magnificent. We want excellent word choices because it's the ISTEP for crying in a bucket. Also, think about using some other words besides just happy or sad to describe how someone felt. You know, there are a lot more emotions out there than just that. Why, there are a myriad of them. You could be depressed, you could be anxious, you could be feeling guilty perhaps, or ashamed, or mourning, or you could be exhilarated. Oh, I do like that word so. Now, moving on to how to write a good conclusion, well, let me just read you one that I had to grade during the ISTEP last year. It said, "Then we went home." Well, what do you think, boys and girls? Is that a good conclusion? No! That's poppycock! That's boring, that's what it is. The conclusion needs to tell not only what happened at the end of your story, but it needs to also tell how you felt about the experience and how it may have changed you because of it. So, let me give you a conclusion that I wrote to go with the end of my story we began on Friday about Smokey. If you'll recall, Smokey was the tallest horse I'd ever seen. She was named Smokey. No, rather, I embellished that and improved it by saying she was the color of smoke, hence the name Smokey. I met her on my grandfather's farm the summer I turned 6. That was the summer of my disastrous riding accident. So we had our who, our what, our when, and our where answered in the introduction. During the details, if I had time to develop the story, now I would have told you that I broke my arm during that riding accident. So now in my conclusion, I'm going to answer some of the questions that we had at the beginning, such as, did she ever get back up on a horse? Okay, you listen and you decide. By the end of the summer, my arm had healed and I got right back up on the horse. Oh, I'm so glad I did, because I love riding so much that I always will be in a equestrian. How's that for a word of the day, boys and girls? Equestrian. You might want to look that up in a dictionary to see what it means. But I answered my questions. I did get back up on the horse, and I even told how the experience changed me for life. So as you write for me in your ISTEPs today, I want you to think about things that you can do to embellish your story. Oh, I do hope you keep me from going to sleep. I just hate reading boring stories. Good luck. Make me proud. Toodaloo.